to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anna Maria. Today we're going to talk about a really serious topic. I did a video a few months ago and a lot of people, let me not say a lot, a few people was in the comments asking me to go more in detail with what I was saying, with the stuff I was talking about. So I decided I'm going to break that up into 3 different videos, and because I touched on 3 different topics. So the first one we're going to talk about tonight is why you shouldn't quit your job when you start a wig business, or any business of that matter. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about my story, and I'm going to try to be as transparent as I can, because it's kind of hard to be transparent with the internet with the millions of people that could possibly end up watching you. It's so hard, but I'm going to try my best not to edit this video, and we're just going to have a chit chat. So I started my business, and I first quit my job in 2018, December 2018, and I started my wig business that January. Now, when I quit my job, all my bills were paid up, I had money in the bank, everything was good. I was like, okay, I'm ready to do this. I thought I had money in the bank. At that time, I probably had just over $10,000 saved. And so when I quit and I started my business, of course, business didn't go how I expected. I wasn't getting that many sales. Things was extremely slow. And when I tell you I dipped through that money, I dipped through that money like this. And long story short, I had to go back to my job. And thankfully my job took me back when I called them. So that was within about 11 months. It's not a full year, because I quit in December. I went back to my job in November the following year, 2019. Then I quit again in 2021, December again. Something about December, something about going into the new year, I'm like, I'm ready. So basically since then, I have not worked a job at all. I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2021 in December. And I want to tell you, I'm going to be the first to tell you, it is extremely hard. It is extremely hard to be a full-time entrepreneur, especially in the state of the economy and everything that's going on. Not only that, you kind of have to understand branding, marketing, sales. There's a lot more that goes into business than just saying, oh, here's my product, come and buy it. I'm just still learning that. So here are some reasons like why you shouldn't quit your job. Because when you start making money, you're gonna feel like, I said this before, when you start making money, you're gonna feel like you're making so much more money than what you usually make at your job, and you're gonna feel like quitting. It's understandable, because imagine going to a job and they're paying you, on average, people get paid about, let's say $2,500 a month, right? So let's say you're going to your job and they're paying you about $2,500 a month, but then your wig business is making you like $5,000 or more a month. So you're sitting down there thinking like, why do I need this job? You do need a job, because the thing about having a business, the money is not consecutive. It is not consecutive. And I'm going to tell you where the next problem comes in. The next, I don't even want to laugh. The next problem comes in when you upgrade your lifestyle. When you upgrade your lifestyle and then that money is no longer coming in, it don't match up. You understand? So it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. It's how much money you're able to save, how much money you have to invest. If you don't have these things, then you're gonna be in a real sticky situation. That's number 1. Do not quit your job, and do not upgrade your lifestyle once you start making money. You need to hold off and wait. Now, I just wanna run through a few things that's gonna cause a problem long-term for you when you quit your job too early. Before I say that, let me tell you this. I personally feel that the right time to quit your job is after you're making 10K in profits for at least 1 year consecutively. That's how I personally feel, okay? And I think at that point, you need to make sure all your bills are paid, and you're only actually having to pay like your living expenses, your regular, your monthlies, your rent, light, water, those different type of stuff. So pay off all your bills, right? then you want to put away at least 12 months in savings. Okay, 12 months. And when I say put away 12 months worth of bills, I'm not just talking about your regular bills. I'm also talking about your necessities, and for you to go out, and every now and then you need to go out. Because when we're an entrepreneur, yes, we're supposed to lock in and focus. I'll be the first to tell you that it takes a toll on your mental health. Okay, every now and then you need to be able to say, all right, let me dress up and let me get out the house, let me go out, let me mingle and talk to other people, because business will have you up all night, all day, all night. Matter of fact, I think I sleep through the day a lot. Like I take little mini naps, and then at night I be up like an owl. I don't even know. But you need to be able to have enough money for your monthly bills as well as your necessities, and then a little money to spend on the side. So if your monthly bill is coming up to $2,000, then you need to at least have about, let's say, $3,500. Okay, so $3,500 times 12, you put that inside of your savings. Then you can go ahead and say, let me go ahead and quit my job. You'll have a better understanding of business at that point. Now let's talk about your products. Okay, so you start your weight business, and now you say you want to have a luxury brand. But the problem is you're always having to put your items on sale because you need to make money to pay for your expenses, your living expenses. You understand? So that plays a part in your brand image. One, your customers are gonna look like, okay, she's gonna have another sale, so I'll just wait. Two, it's gonna mess with your brand value, your brand perception, because now people are gonna look at you like, the money that you say your product is, like the money that you say your product is worth is not really worth, because every time they turn around, you have another sale. You don't want to be that person. I do that a lot. I do it a lot because I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and at this point, I have no choice. Like, I have to put my pride aside, and I have to run a sale in order so I can pay my bills, if I'm being completely honest. Do you think I want to put stuff on sale? Especially for my customers who actually pay full price, and then they turn around and then they have to see a sale? That could potentially piss your customers off. If any of my customers watching me, if any of my clients, hi, sorry, don't be mad at me. Serious times. But you don't want to be that person, because, you know, even for me, I know I will probably be a little bit upset. But sometimes, you know, we kind of just have to do what we need to do in order to get through that time. But you don't want to be that person that always putting your products on sale. If you want to build a luxury brand and your brand is supposed to be selling units for like $1,200, and every time you look around, you have a sale, it's like $800-900, that's the brand perception that people is going to pick up about you. You know, it's not what you say about your brand, it's what they say about your brand. And your job is to influence what they're thinking. That's your job. Okay, now we can't control everything that they think, but the job is to influence them into thinking what we want them to think about our brand, how we want them to perceive it. But if we give them reasons for them not to like look at us with a luxury brand, well then it's not their fault, it's our fault. Okay? Now let's take a moment and just picture if Apple put their products on sale. You know, what if Apple was putting the iPhone on sale? How do you think we would perceive that? Like, these phones right now cost about $1,200-1,300, okay? And people are buying them. Even if they have to put them on payment plan, people are buying them. I love Apple, you understand? But we can't want to build a brand like Apple or a high-end brand and then having so many sales. If you can keep your job, and let me say something else. Having a job is not as bad as you think it is, okay? Because I actually had to have this, I was having a conversation with my son the other day, and I was asking him, because he wants to be an entrepreneur, and I was asking him how his work. And he basically was just telling me like, right now he's kind of like disliking being there. He don't like the job, right? And long story short, it's simply because he's thinking right now, his mindset with all the books, he reads a lot. All the books that he's reading and all the knowledge that he's pulling in, he's seeing that basically you're going to work and you're slaving for somebody and you're making like pennies on the dollar. And then you work for yourself and you're making hundred thousands, millions a year. He's seeing that, and that's great and everything, but I had to tell him, I said, hold on. I said, don't say that, because the job is what's going to get you to where you need to be. The job is what's going to take care of you while you work on where you need to be. I was thinking the same thing. When I would go to my job, I would be so pissed off about the managers, about some of my coworkers, just them not doing the stuff that it's supposed to do, or I feel like the company not running how I want it to run. Just little stuff will piss me off just because I know I have a business, just because I know where I want to be. That shouldn't have been the mentality that I have, because the truth is, if I had kept my job, I would have practically been like, I want to say like really well off, and I'm going to tell you why. If I didn't increase my expenses, right? Let's just say, for instance, before, I can't remember how much my expenses was, but before I quit, I think I was making like $2,500. Okay, it was like $17 an hour after taxes. I probably did like $1,200, $1,100, or whatever. And when I think about when I was working, if I had just kept my job and started my business and take my time and be patient, a lot of things will look different right now. A lot of things will look different for me. And when I think about it too, this is why I say do not upgrade your lifestyle. Because had I just had the same expenses that I had before I upgraded my lifestyle, I went from a mortgage, I think my mortgage was probably like 800 maybe, to an apartment that's over $2,000. Why? You see, why? It's social media, is the influence that we see, is everything. And I'm not saying that I regret it, because I really love where I live. I really love the lifestyle and everything around me, everything that I get to see and the different experiences. But what I'm saying is, take your time. Take your time with it. And I think where I was going with this, I was just basically saying, my job was paying for my expenses and still allowing me to even go out with my friends, have a drink here. My job was taking care of that. And then my business, that money coming in, that's extra for me. You understand? But right now, it's more like, oh, I need money. I need money to be coming in. This is no more, playing around. This is no more side business type of vibe. So I don't want this video to be long. I kind of stopped talking and then I forgot where I was going with it. But I basically think I was just trying to say that your job will pay for your living expenses. Your business is going to start bringing in money. Take care of all of your debt and everything that you have. Take care of those, pay those off, start putting money to the side. And then you want to go ahead and think about leaving your job. Don't leave your job too early. You need to be able to stand on the prices that you set for your products. You don't want to run sale, okay? I always say that if I was supposed to start my business over, I wouldn't have sales. I don't even know if I would offer the 10% for the first time buyer. If I did, that would be the bare minimum that I do. That would be the bare minimum that I do, is offer that 10% for the first time buyer. And I don't even like Black Friday sales, but there I am, having to post it, having to do it. You understand? You have to do things that you really don't want to do, and that messes with your brand image. So just a quick recap so you can understand reasons why you shouldn't quit your job. When you start your business, you don't want to mess with your brand image. You don't want to piss your customers off. You don't want to be having full price here, discount here. You don't want to have mental health issues, because when you quit your job and you have to pay for your bills, you're gonna have mental health issues, okay? I don't want this for you. I am doing it, but don't do what you see me do. Do what I tell you to do. Okay? I'm not gonna be one of those people who just kind of show you all of the good and don't show you the bad. It's really hard for people to be transparent, and I wish I could even be more transparent with you, but the most I can tell you is don't quit your job. Just wait. And you can even find an easy, like a work from home job where it will be less hectic for you, less traffic and commute, more time for you to have at home, more time for you to work on your business. But always have something coming in that's going to cover your living expenses. You don't want this type of frustration. And don't be so quick to discredit your job and just like get ready to quit so quickly, because if I'm being like completely honest and transparent in this moment, being an entrepreneur is the brokest that I've ever been in my life. I have never seen my bank accounts to the point where I seen it during this time of being an entrepreneur. Now, being at my 9 to 5, with me being able to leverage my credit and understanding how to save, understanding how to basically manage my expenses and not really like live outside my budget, I was able to buy my first house. I was able to buy my first luxury car. I was able to buy, well, my first luxury car was a secondhand car. My second luxury car was a brand new vehicle. So all of that came from me having a 9 to 5. That didn't come from me having a wig business. This apartment that I live in comes from me having a 9 to 5. It didn't come from me having a wig business. So don't let what you see on social media or whatever you perceive that people is doing, you don't have no idea what people is doing. I have talked to ladies who have over 100,000 followers, who have over 200,000 followers, and came to find out that they still work their 9 to 5 job. And I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, what? So it's only me out here playing superhero. Everybody else working a 9 to 5, and I guess portraying the image as if they're not, and not even necessarily, because ain't like somebody asked them if they're working a 9 to 5 and they said no. But you know what I mean? It seems that way, as if they don't work a 9 to 5. They work their 9 to 5 job. And you would never know the way how they put out content, the way how they're consistent, the quality, everything, you would never know. Just relax, take your time during this moment. Entrepreneurship, I believe everybody should become an entrepreneur. I believe even if you work a 9 to 5, you should have some type of, if you want to call it a side hustle, you should have some type of income coming in. In full transparency, when I bought my first home, I had to work 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs. I went to work at 6:30 a.m. That job was 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then the next job was 3:30 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then I go home, I take a nice shower, I go to sleep, I wake up, and I had to take a shower again, right, to catch myself, and then I go again. What you see, you don't know people real life. You don't know the real truth behind what they have to do to get where they're at. Like, do you think I want to put my items on sale? Like right now I have my wig styling course on sale. Do you think I want to put it on sale? Hell no. Especially for the people who pay the regular price and now I have it on sale. I don't want to do that. No, absolutely not. That's why I tell you all the time, don't run sales. Don't put your products on sale. Don't quit your job, because you need your job to be able to stand on business when it comes to your prices. If you don't have that income coming in to take care of you, take care of your living expenses, how are you going to stand on business when it comes to your prices? Because sometimes, some months, I tell you, you have 0 sales. Like sometimes I'd be sitting out here frustrated, thinking about, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing right? I mean, they have millionaires who making money every single day, but they have people who make $100,000 a year. I mean, multiple, and don't make sales every day. The reason how they sustain is because the money they make from the other months, they still have, and they're able to sustain. But don't think they're making that money consistently. Money don't come consistently for entrepreneurs. I know you're probably looking at me like, why don't you go and get a job? When are you telling me to go get one? Number one, We give good advice, but we don't know how to take it. Up to the point we say it, we still don't know how to take it. I don't know. I guess it's part of human nature. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. Number two, it's not as easy to go and get a job, especially like when you have to tell these people. I have been working over like 3 years to go and tell these people, look, I'm gonna be in there like, don't ask me what I've been doing for 3 years. Don't. Do you want help? Because the things say help wanted. Do you want help at the job or not? Because I'll go home and run another sale. I think for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and allow YouTube to supplement that income that I would get at a 9-to-5 job. And that way I can stand on business when it comes to my prices, because I don't wanna devalue. Like right now, I'm switching from making the wigs into just going full-time when it comes to my courses and teaching. And so I don't want to devalue my products. I don't want to devalue the experience for the people, because what happens is when people spend less, when people pay attention when they pay. I think that's how the saying goes. And it's honestly, it's the truth. Because like when I look at the ladies who's actually like implementing the skills and the techniques that they learn in the course, is the people who paid full price. It's like I'm doing you a disservice for putting it on sale, because now you're getting it and you're not implementing it. That's not the point of having the information. That's not the point of getting the knowledge and the skills and the techniques and stuff like that. So that's something that I'm working on, because my whole goal is to help you, is not to just take your money and go. And with me having the stuff on sale, that's basically what most people is gonna come and do. They're not gonna complete the course, they're not gonna implement the skills. And I think part of that I'm gonna have to take responsibility for. So yeah, this video, I'm gonna have to edit this video because I've been talking for so long now, it's not even funny. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I hope I wasn't all over the place. I'm gonna look back at this video, which I said I wasn't going to edit, but now I'm looking, it's like 24 minutes. I know I'm gonna have to edit it. And I need to head to the gym because I have a lot of frustration. It's like, I don't know what time it is. It's after 11 at night. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe these eyebrows off, because I don't wanna go to the gym and then the shit start sweating and coming down in my eye. But yeah, I'm gonna blow off some steam, and I hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you in another video. Peace.
I won't make it easy for you now.